Boom. We got the intro song right now. We're going live right now. It is April 18th. It's cold here in Denver. It's supposed actually. It's funny. It's gonna snow tomorrow. It's gonna
Ooh.
snow. Yeah, it's gonna snow tomorrow, and so it's cold right now here in Denver, guys. So thank you for tuning in. This is gonna be a great one. It's gonna be an exciting one, and keep sharing this podcast. Tell your friends and family. Tell your friends and family. Okay, and like it, of course, subscribe, 5-star review on Apple and Spotify. I know you guys are telling everybody right now. The podcast is blowing up. I can't keep up with the comments. We're getting booked with the music, and we got big things coming. So here we go, guys. Thank you so much. I got a book gig coming up. I put it on the social medias though, because they're private shows. So that's how they go. They're private shows. I just put them up. I put them up at the last minute. ArielENT.com, Ariel's Entertainment Podcast. We live right now. This is the intro. Woo! Welcome, best friends. Welcome, listeners all around the world. It's the most electrifying podcaster in the world, Ariel's Entertainment Podcast. Yes, this is a great one today. This is a great one today because it's gonna snow tomorrow, and it's from Denver in California today in the building. So let's get into it with the announcements. Announcements first is this: 5-star review on Apple and Spotify. Thank you guys for the review. Thank you guys for the comments, the feedback, the support, the subscribes, and the shares. Surely means the world to me, guys. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, the donations. Thank you so much for the donations. And yep, we got shows coming up, so check out the social media platforms, ArielENT.com. That's it. Those are the announcements. Much love. Here we go. We have a guest all the way in California. LA to be exact. Midwest made though. Okay. She just dropped a new single called Medusa. It's out now. We about to listen to it. Singer-songwriter, the talented, the incredible Brynnie Allison. Yes.
Hey.
AKA Brynnie. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Winnie the Pooh. There we go. We got it.
Yep. We did get it. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on the Instagram handle.
Well, it's funny. The reason that that's there is because my name, unfortunately, reads like Brian to a lot of people, especially in the Midwest, especially at a Starbucks. And so I was like, meeting people, people think it's Brittany. So I was a Winnie the Pooh girl growing up. So I said, like Winnie,
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh all the way. I'm a fan. And tell us real quick, how is the LA scene? How's the music scene? What's going down?
I meet such creative, inspiring people. I also meet some people who are weird as fuck, as you can imagine. And at the end of the day, I take it home and I'm just grateful. It's really lovely. I moved out here at the end of 2023. Beginning of 2024 is when I really kind of hit the ground running on doing all the music stuff. But this is everything I ever dreamed, was getting out of the cornfields and like into a big city and like getting to meet and collaborate with people that I admire and people that I didn't even know would be my friends. I loved how you addressed us as best friends at the beginning, by the way. Like, I really come and attack my shows like we're all at a slumber party and you're about to hear all my deepest, darkest secrets. So thank you. Yeah, I do though. Like, songwriting is so vulnerable. So yeah, I live in LA. I am literally surrounded by the most talented people that I know. So I couldn't be more grateful. I learn from them every single day.
Yeah, that's super dope. You're gonna go far. I already know that. Number two.
Thanks.
Yeah, no doubt. I like how you said you like being with the creatives out there, and you just moved there at the end of 2023, 2024. You hit the ground running. Here we are today in April. And what do you think about it so far? You're just grateful, and you've learned a few things here and there.
Yeah, I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about who I am as a musician. I've learned a lot about like building community, because this is like the first time I've like been out of my hometown, out of my college town. And yeah, it's really, I am really grateful. I'm really grateful for the friendships that I'm cultivating. Something that I like didn't know before I came out here was like sometimes you have to be really, really, really comfortable with a person in order to co-write with them. And so I'm just right now taking my time, getting to know the people out here, like sitting down with them, doing the lunches and the coffees and the really just trying to build community. And it's been really rewarding. As much as I put into it, I get out of it. So yeah, just grateful, like you
Yeah,
said.
super dope. So what made you go from the Midwest to the West Coast?
A lot of the people I just love most in the world are out here, and I love the sunshine. I grew up in a I grew up in a culture where it's like 3 feet of snow, October to March, and
Yeah.
so I've dealt with a lot of health issues, both in my like career as a singer songwriter, but I actually have a really large theater background, and so most people expected me to move to New York after school because that's like what I love and that's what kind of would have logistically made sense. I wrote musicals. I like that's my like kind of nerdy love.
Uh-huh.
Doing this, doing like the Bryn Allison shit is so different and so rewarding in so many different ways, right? Because like on theater you get to play a character, you do the same shows 8 nights a week. And here you're getting like full me. You're getting full vulnerability. You're getting full like diary while I'm stuffing my face with Oreos at 3 a.m. like honesty, you know? And so I've learned a lot about balancing those two things while I've been out here.
Super cool. I like that. Um, you were you moved out there because of the sunshine. Super dope. I like going out there. I'll be out there soon. And as well, theater. Is that what you went to school for? It was theater?
Yeah, I went to school for directing. So I didn't even go to school for like perform. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even go to school for performance. I went to school because I loved world building. And I think I always kind of associate uh, like storytelling with songwriting with directing. They all live in the same place in my brain. So
Yeah.
I get excited about them in different ways. Yeah.
Quick question. So you went to school in Michigan?
I went to school in Indiana, Ball State,
Indiana.
baby. Terp. Yeah.
Goodness, here we go. We got shout outs coming through. Do you okay, okay. Did you ever go to Illinois?
Oh yeah, I grew up in Michigan, where we are kind of close to South Bend, Indiana, and we're on the right other side. They call that little part of it Michiana. It's a really cute little ship name.
Michiana. Got it.
Michiana. You can take a train right into Chicago from where I'm from. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, let me get this right then. So do you know colleges very well over there? Because I'm wearing an NIU Huskies.
Where is that from? Is that Northern Illinois University?
Yeah, yeah.
I know of people who go there. And I really what I remember is the Huskies. So I love that you ended up in Colorado as a Husky.
It's funny you say that because it's shout out to my girlfriend. She came through. She's from Illinois out there. Yeah. And so
Shout out.
I'm just wearing it because I was cold. I said, babe, I said, babe, I need a broad jacket, but it was meant to be for me to wear it so we can, talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Hey, so great. So for the Midwest, now you're in LA doing big things. I got so many questions to ask you. And how long have you been playing guitar?
Since I was 13. So my
Where?
dad
Yeah.
played music all when I was growing up, and my mom was a costumer for the theater. So like being in performance, being in entertainment was never completely off the table for me, and I feel really lucky in that way.
Wow.
My dad truly just passed his guitar on to me when I was probably 12 or 13. And I'd always been writing songs in my head and I had heard music in my head like my whole life. So to
Yeah.
get to like pick up a vessel to do it with was like the most magical thing that's ever happened to me. And I'm grateful every day that I decided to pick it up when I did.
So do you still play with that same guitar or do you have a new one?
So that guitar actually got passed on to my nephew, which is really cool. I'm glad that it kind of gets its generational roundabouts of like the artist in the family. So yeah, my nephew Elliot has it now. Shout out Elliot if you're listening.
Yeah. Elliot, you
And
better be playing it.
what?
I said, Elliot, you better be
Oh,
playing the
I
guitar.
know he is. I get videos from my dad that he is.
That's
So yeah,
awesome.
I have my own guitar now out here, but
Yeah.
I miss my home guitar and my home piano for sure.
That's what's up. My nephew has a guitar. His name's Owen, and he needs to practice it more. He just sometimes just looks at it. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to tell him, yo, bro, you need to pick that thing back up soon.
And it's funny you ask about the guitar specifically because recently I just had a conversation with one of my friends in the performance world in LA that like the guitar feels like such a vessel for me to hide behind now that I'm not in theater because it's the glittery costumes and the sparkle and the jazz shoes and the choreography. But when it's just you and the guitar, all you got to hide behind is the guitar.
Uh-huh.
So I'm feeling a little more like grateful for it as I like go on stage alone that I like have that partner in this instrument that I love so dearly to lean on.
Hey, I know about that. I love my guitar too. So, how many guitars you got out there? Just one, two, three?
Too. So I have my acoustic and then I have an electric. And
Same.
I got them both on Facebook Marketplace. And I like literally, I think I drove to the middle of Illinois to get one of them.
Whoa.
One of the good acoustic that I have now is really cool. It has a bunch of like Egyptian hieroglyphics and stuff on it. And I was like a Percy Jackson kid. So like obsessed. Right. But I got it from some guy who his grandpa had passed and his grandpa was a guitar collector and he was just
Oh,
trying to get and I picked the one that I felt like called my name and it has been my guitar ever since. And I found out like it was like a rare, like limited edition, like years later. And like this guy just had no idea what it was worth. And I bought it for like $300 off of Facebook Marketplace. So it's a good success story. Anytime someone compliments it at a gig, I'm like, oh boy, do I have a story for you?
no, that's really cool because you those are the best purchases is when
Right.
you you get it and then you're like, whoa, they didn't even know about this.
They didn't even know how special they were, what they were letting go,
Yeah.
which is so true for life too. Like you hear so many artists who get dropped from their labels or XYZ. It's like they didn't even know what they were letting go of when they let go of it. And so
No,
fun to
that's
have it in
good.
my guitar.
Yeah, that's a great story. Hey, shout out real quick to AIA Collaborative. Tell me a little bit about
Yes.
that. I was there last year in August, performed. I did like a 7 minute set. I was there last year, and then they're coming this year to Denver in like 2 weeks, and I'll be at that one.
Yeah, and it's not they're going to Atlanta, they're going to Denver. They're popping up all over the place, which is really fucking awesome. I've
Yeah.
been really lucky to be involved with a couple organizations since I moved out here. And one of my friends from Long Beach recommended AIA Collaborative to me. And so the first time they asked me to come and play, I actually had COVID and I was hugely disappointed because I had COVID and all I wanted to do was be on stage. And so and meet people and get to
Yeah.
network a
Yeah.
little bit. But no, I played with them last weekend in Venice and it was awesome. I was the first one who went up and I was dealing with a little bit of a personal situation and like they just handled it so lovely. Like the care that they put into their artists and their people and their audiences who show up and like it's been such a lovely experience not only getting to know them but like all the like lovely spaces that people create for independent artists in the LA community is like just everything I could have ever dreamed of because kind of get sold the lie when you're out in the Midwest that when you move to LA or you move to New York or you move to wherever, Nashville, that if you don't get signed to a label in your first month, you failed.
Yeah.
And that is just such a lie. Like it's the best time in the world to be an independent artist. So I'm so thankful
Yeah.
for organizations like AIA who make the space for independence.
Yeah, no doubt. I was totally like you said, when I went out there, I was just they welcomed me with open arms. It was just an amazing time. I learned so much from other artists, and
Yeah.
I still to this day I still use what I learned from that day I went out there. So I agree with you. I think it's just super inspiring. You got up and went out there. Very encouraging, uplifting because that's what I'm all about. And I want everybody to hear your song real quick. So here we go.
Please.
Yeah, no doubt. Before we get into that real quick, guys, hold on. I don't want to do that. I don't know what I did. Exit out of that. Hold on. There we go. Guys, the best way to support the podcast, real quick. Let me bring this up real quick. Best way to support is arielent.com because this episode will be on there. You can share it with your friends and family. arielent.com. You can book me, merchandise, all the above. arielent.com. Yep. All right. We had to get that out of the way real quick. Another great way to support the podcast is the YouTube channel. Why? Because there you can watch as well as podcasts. You can watch the video, the audio. I drop 1 to 3 episodes a week. We drop the live shows as well, guys. We just dropped the show 19 hours ago. All right. ArielENT.com, Ariel's Entertainment Podcast. All right. I think that's it. I want to give a quick gratitude, okay, for Brynnie being on the show, for music, for bookings. Let's see. I'm grateful for all the millions and millions of people tuning in, listening, and sharing this podcast. Um, all right. And I'm grateful for my parents. I'm grateful for this podcast going live right now. And I'm grateful for my home. I'm just so grateful for so many tons of things right now. And yeah, that's all I got right now. Glory be to God. That's what I got right now. All right. Safe travels, anybody that's listening right now. Safe travels. And shout out to Venice. Last show last week. We got questions right now. We got an amazing guest. Let's bring her back in. Brynn Allison, aka Brynnie. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and how we can support you?
Yeah. So you can find me on all social media platforms at Brynn Allison Music. That's BRYNN Music. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on all of the Spotify streaming platforms. All the things you want to look at. I'm on the TikTok. The kids are on the TikTok, so I'm on the TikTok.
Gotta be on the TikTok. Gotta be on the TikTok. There's the AIA live performance. I told you.
Yeah. And that poster is fucking dope, dude.
Yo, I know. Hey, let me show you.
They make it way more professional than I am.
Let me show you. I know. Let me show you the one they made for me. I'll send you the flyer they made for mine. It is freaking awesome.
I
Yeah,
would love that.
I'll send it after the podcast, guys. There it is. Medusa's out now. Go follow her on her Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. Brynn Allison Music. That's Brynn Allison Music on the Instagram handle. That's BRYNNALLISONMUSIC. Like, comment, share, save, and follow. Bluegrass Barbie, singer songwriter, LA Midwest made straight up. All right, hey guys, go check out the Distro Kid. There you can check out the Apple, Facebook, all her links real quick. Hold on, let me bring it all real quick so everybody can see it. Yeah, get your iPhone, Android out right now. All right, there it is. Go check it out, Pandora, Amazon, everything. I got the YouTube up because that's how your boy do. And he's about to hit the subscribe. Let me bring it up real quick, and then we're gonna hear the single. We're gonna hear the single real quick, and it's exclusive. Medusa, Brynn Allison. I'm gonna subscribe. This is the one to subscribe to, right?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, here we go.
Little as soon as you subscribed, it made such a fun little color.
That's how it is. That's how it is. We do it live right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Brynnie, real quick, can you please tell us a little bit about the Medusa single before I play it? Just a little bit about it.
Yeah. So I wrote Medusa 2 or 3 years ago.
Woo!
Yeah, and I made it with some really awesome people out of Indiana. Shout out Ray and John and Ebony. You guys are awesome. And I wrote it because I was sitting in a coffee shop one day in my small town in Indiana, and my ex walked in and walked out. And it was one of those moments where it all just kind of hits you, where you realize why things maybe weren't as picture perfect as you thought they were.
Oh my
And so I wrote the song Medusa, and it truly helped me heal. It was a magical spell that helped me heal through coffee. So I hope you drink the song with your morning coffee and scream it in your car.
Okay, thank you for the back story behind this amazing single, Medusa. And sometimes when you see you just know, hey, just keep it going, you keep it trucking, and you do the things you love. And here we are today doing a podcast live in the small town of Indiana. Here we go. This song's called Medusa. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
So
today, in line for Joe. We made eye contact, we saw your friend, and out the door you go. I cut my hair, you changed your name. You grew a beard, and my coffee order still the same. Don't look me in the eyes, whispers do more harm than good. I think your heart's made of stone, like Medusa heart in your bones. I wonder if your room's the same. How was I supposed to know that she was in your picture frame? Now you're drinking tea, wearing her clothes. Can say I'm happy for you, but at least I finally let you go. You're such a grown-up man. You said I'm such a little kid. I think your heart's made of stone, like Medusa heart in your bones. Mm-hmm. I'll take my coffee black. You said you always knew that. Even if it tastes like stones, it heals the wounds and helped me let you go.
Nice. Yo,
Thank
that
you
was
so
deep.
much.
Yeah, no doubt. Everybody needs to go blow that up right now. Go follow, go subscribe to Bryn Allison. And the song's called Medusa. That's how I found her. Or go to the links right now. Go to the links. It'll take you straight to it. It's that easy. Oh my gosh. Reasons I like that song is because it that little ring that you had in the background, that ring
Yeah,
like from the bike or something.
yeah, the bike bell.
Yeah, the bike bell was sick. Um
Honestly, it's like one of my favorite parts too, and it's like the number one piece of feedback are people like, "I love the bike bell."
yeah.
And it's so funny because that was like an idea we had while we were making the song, and it was heavily, heavily inspired by the little bell in Scott Street by Phoebe Bridgers. I love Phoebe Bridgers, and I love that album, and I, of course, like love to give my hats off to artists who came before me who inspired me greatly, and so I'm glad it came through not only on like the inspiration side but on the lyricism side too.
No, it was deep. Thank you so much for bringing that in. Brought me back to when I was a kid. And when the drums came in, when the build up and in the bridge or whatever you want to call it, the drums coming in. Wow, that was cool.
I really wanted that to feel, and I told the lovely producer of this song, Ray Replogle, I told them like when we started production on this song, like that moment felt like a coming of age moment, like movie, like when you're like you see the montage in your head of all the things you didn't
Yeah,
see before.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Feel like that. I take a very, very like theatrical approach to all the music that I make. And I think every song that I write or album that I create will always kind of start off from a concepty place. And all I could think about was that I wanted you to feel like you were my best friend sitting across from me in that coffee shop, like watching this me all realize this, or having you be me in this situation and like realize that all of these things weren't as perfect as you thought that they were at one point. And like that's healing and that's growing. And cheers to that, man. Cheers to healing and growing.
Cheers to healing and growing. And this is now that we're in the future, you know see you at a coffee shop, and if you're like you said, you're just like if I was someone was there next to you and you're sharing the story, you just pull up this like, because we're in the futuristic now, you just pull up this like this flat screen, how they do now, and you'd be like, and then you can see all the events happening because you make it a theatrical idea. It's so awesome how you explain that. And my second favorite thing, or my fifth, second, seventh, tenth, is when you said in the lyrics, this is the deepest part of the lyrics for me.
Okay.
Is your room this is your room the same? That is deep right there. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm someone who every time I have a mental breakdown, I either have to like change my hair or change my room drastically. And I don't know if that's just like psycho behavior on my part or
Yeah,
if
it
it's
is.
like right. It's like you learn like all of these different things. But like through the years, like, you go into your childhood bedroom and you like wonder if that's gonna still be the same as you left it. I think looking at your room is such a reflection of like your mental space. And I like with the people I love, their bedrooms are always going to be imprinted in the back of my mind, like whether I want them to or not. So something I think about a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you like that. It's the first time anyone's ever said that to me. So thank you for noticing.
Oh man, and throughout the whole song, that's the biggest one that popped out. So, we got 7 minutes left. I still got to ask you a couple questions. So, thank you so much for your patience. The questions are coming up right now, and it goes like this. Um, what is your favorite and least favorite part about being a recording artist?
My favorite part is that I just get to play all day. Like I feel like I have just by like saying I'm an artist and doing the thing and like really pursuing music the last couple of years, I've healed my inner child more than I ever like could ask for. Like I just get to play and dress up and be sparkly and sings the song I wrote on my bedroom floor, and that's all like little me ever wanted to do. And in the same vein as that, my least favorite part is how fucking hard it is as a woman to like keep up with the perspective of who people want you to be and the image that you are on stage and still like protect yourself and protect your peace and protect your energy.
Mhm.
It's a very hard balance that I'm always like trying to find. And I think like it's not even just women, it's anyone who like feels like they have to be a different persona than maybe who they are the second they step off stage. It's a very tricky balance, and it's something that I'm learning all the time out here, especially like I moved out to LA just because of the pure mass of opportunity that would be out here. And so it's just something I'm learning to handle every day.
Beautiful. I like what you said there. You get to play all day, and importantly, you got to protect yourself and your positive energy. I like
Yeah.
that. Man, this is so awesome. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do amazing stuff out there. You're gonna be a lot of success out there. Watch.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, no doubt. I got so many questions in such little time. Let's keep it going. Here we go. That was great right there. Great answer. Next one goes like this. What is the biggest lesson you have learned following your music journey? It could be from when you traveled from Midwest to there, could be when you went to the studio, could be from your bookings, could be your emails. What's the biggest lesson you've learned in your journey so far?
I'm going to double header this is trust and
Uh-oh.
just ask. Trust. Every time I've been the closest to quitting music is when I've been the closest in a career breakthrough or a personal breakthrough. Um, and I just think that there's such a lesson to be learned. Like the album that I'm making now, I lost twice. Like someone took it from me and like left my life and ghosted me in the first version of this album. In the second version of this album, I was in full creative control. It was all on a flash drive, and I lost the flash drive. And of course, it magically reappeared, but I had to take a serious like look at myself and be like, okay, if you really want this, you have to be willing to lose things that like mean a lot to you or things trust in like the things going not in the way that you thought that they were going.
Wow. So we got right here just ask. That's the other one you said.
Yes. Yes. It's like you never know who can be a connection to you. And you never know, like, I'm such a big fan of saying your dreams out loud. Like, all I have wanted since I was freaking 10 years old is to tour and play my
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
And all I did in college was say I wasn't good enough to do that. And then the second the flip in my brain switched of just saying it out loud and just asking people and letting no be okay and letting no sit and looking at it as a not as a no but a not now and something better, like trusting that no's are just opportunities for bigger yeses that are more right for you to come along, is like you just got to ask because you never know, you know.
Yeah, you gotta ask, and that can go for many things. When you're networking, when you're sending emails, when you're doing cold calls, when you're out
Mm-hmm.
and about, when you're out and about doing your own thing, you just never know. So just ask. I like
Yeah.
that. Oh, great stuff right there. We could talk a lot about that, but we got 2 minutes left, and I got your. And we're gonna close it out on another song called "Hopeless Romantic."
Oh yes, oh yes, the title track to my second record. She's my baby. What can I say? What can
I
I
bet.
say?
I
She'll
believe
always have a really special place in my heart, and I think all of us have a little bit of like hopeless romantic in us. So I hope this one settles.
straight up, straight up. Hey, keep killing it. Keep doing your thing. You look fly, and you know what? You're gonna do amazing things out there in LA. And when I come out there, I'm gonna hit you up because I'll be out there really soon.
I would love that. I would love, love, love that.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. And yeah, I'm gonna have a gig out there. So
Yes, I want to come see you perform.
sweet, sweet. Yep, it's gonna be legit. That's all I got right now. Ariel's Entertainment Podcast, arielent.com. We got less than 3 minutes. The last question goes like this: if someone's going through a tough time, what advice would you give them?
I would say take a walk. A lot of things can be solved by taking a walk and getting out of your own head and eating a warm meal with like the person you love the most in the world.
I like that. Take a walk. That does a lot of things. You have no idea. I like that. All right, cool. We're going to close it out. Anything else you want to say before we dip out?
Thank you so much for having me. This is so sick. Thank you for again, I said like earlier, like for platforming indie artists and platforming people who just love what they do and are excited to talk about it. And thank you for the energy that you're bringing. Oh my goodness, it's getting me there too. I appreciate it.
Hey, no doubt, no doubt. Hey, what are some fun things you like to do in LA? Do you go out to the beach? Do you go to the Universal Studios? Do you go out to Disney or what's up?
Just yesterday, I went to the Hollywood Museum and I played Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz a couple years ago, and I got to see the original Ruby Slippers. So I was pretty hyped about that. But otherwise, I love thrifting and I love vintage. Actually, this is my grandmother's scarf, my Lola from the Philippines.
Nice, nice.
Everything that she wore and is a huge style inspiration to me. And I inherited her closet when she passed quite a few years ago. And that really got me into thrifting and vintage and yeah, just try and close that I wouldn't usually try. So a lot of thrifting and a lot of music, but other than that, yeah.
Hey, that's what's up. Enjoy LA. Keep doing the music scene. Okay? And we got the single right now, Hopeless Romantic. Everybody go blow it up right now. Yep. That's what it is, guys. Your Instagram. Bryn Allison Music. Bryn Allison Music. Go blow it up right now on the Instagram. Like, comment, share, save, and follow. All right, let's watch the video. Thank you guys for watching. Tell your friends and family. Yes, thank you for the comments, the support. It means the world to me. Love yourself, love the animals. Yep. Said maybe I'm a hopeless romantic. Maybe I wish on too many stars. I don't wanna break anybody's heart. Just wanna find the one I'm searching for. I'm reckless, I get it. Nobody has to tell me twice. After all this time searching for